20 to 11 now. It's been a very long day. I've just checked into the Travelodge. You may hear there's a bath running in the background. Just dying to get into that. It's been a very, very long day. Good morning. It's now 20 to 4 on Thursday, the 13th of June. And I eventually got here about 20 to 11 last night. There was no food. I just bought a couple of packets of crisps out of a vending machine, and I had a bottle of Pepsi on me anyway. To be honest, all I wanted really was a bath and some sleep. So I said earlier in the week that I've been getting up at 5:45 every day this week on the road for 7. Well, today was always going to be different. It's the longest day of the trip. It's 143 miles, I think 230 kilometres, so it's quite a bit of a distance. So you may get the idea. I'm up early to try and just absorb the extra distance. And the other thing is there's a little bit of time pressure tonight. I'm staying at Inverness Youth Hostel, and I can't really be getting there for 11-12 o'clock at night. The latest I really want to be there is by 9 o'clock. So I'm going to try and be on the road for 4:30, get a really good head start. Just had a quick look at the weather forecast. It looks like there's more rain, so see what happens, take it as it comes. 5:10 in the morning. Two really good bits of luck I've had. First of all, the Travelodge had a heater last night because a lot of the Premier Inns have these ceiling air conditioners come heaters, so you can't really dry clothes. So all my clothes are dry this morning. Didn't have any food there. Kept a bar of chocolate back for emergencies, thinking I'm not likely to start finding things open until 7 AM. Just found this coffee customer that tries breakfast, coffee, even let me sit in and drink it. So sometimes you really love any food. So grateful for that. Well, it's now 10 to 8 and I'm in Perth. And I'm sat in Greggs and 2 bacon sausage rolls and 2 coffees. I thought I'd better not try and ask them anywhere for fully because it's standing on. My one regret about yesterday was because it was so wet, you know, wasn't many chances to stop and take photographs. So a couple of the highlights were to avoid riding on the really busy and treacherous A1 or scraping off the road. I followed the Sussex which there was quite a bit off the road, but it was stunning. There's all these castles and stunning coast. There's one bit just before I dropped down into Berwick-on-Tweed where you literally rode on a muddy track right next to quite a steep sort of cliff edge. And I've got to say, I even got from Bristol along there, so I thought one wish across written on part of the North Sea. And then the other one last night was riding across the Forth Bridge. I mean, my one regret was I just didn't have longer really to just stop and take it all in. But it was just amazing. It's going to be one of the highlights of the trip. There was this cruise ship going out actually, and just as it went underneath, I was literally right above it, and they were looking up at me and waving, and I was looking down at them and waving. It was like this railway trip, and it was just like a really magic moment actually. Because I didn't eat much last night, I've really got to prioritise getting my calories up, so I'm going to stay for about half an hour. Oh, hello again. From somewhere on the road to Pitlochry, it's suddenly got really spectacular, the scenery. After Perth, it's just become really hilly and wooded and really nice. Just cycled across an old railway bridge which had sleepers as a road surface, even cars could get across there. So, feeling a bit sleep deprived to be honest. I can see why they use it to torture people. I'm using my Garmin distance remaining to sort of give me little mileposts to head for, so I've already passed less than 100 miles to go, 99, that's always a big one for me. Then it'd be 74, you know, less than 75. The next one after that is 49, less than 50. So I keep giving myself little goals to aim for to keep myself going. Tonight's big goal is going to be the the 1200 kilometre mark, so that's equivalent to Paris, and then tomorrow the final day, the final 200 anyway, up to Durness. Wow, I'm on this amazing Sustrans cycle track running next to the M90. It's heading up over a big moor, but get a load of this. Wow, you don't get that on the Bath to Bristol. So hopefully I'm going to catch up on some sleep tonight at the hostel. I'm starting to feel quite tired, to be honest. Good morning, it's now about 4:15 AM at Inverness Youth Hostel on Friday the 14th of June. So after my last video yesterday, where the weather was actually quite good, I was in shorts for the first time since Berwick-upon-Tweed. I climbed up on this high ground and I entered a long stretch of moorland, and there was mountains on either side, and the A9 main road was on my right hand side. And it was just like a wind tunnel. The road surface of the road, the Sustrans route uses, I think it uses the road that preceded the A9. It broken up in places, and it was quite gravelly and rough. Progress was so slow. I suddenly realised the road next to me was not a motorway, it's the A9, so I'm legally entitled to ride on it. So I went over to it to see if that was any easier, and it was just as hard, and it was dangerous, so I decided I'd rather have difficult than dangerous. So I lost a lot of time on that leg, and then it got slightly better for a few miles. I got really hungry about 5 o'clock, stopped at a garage, just had a snack and caught up on energy, and then it came on to rain, and the last probably 45 miles was just like a hill fest, up, down, up, down, up, down. I was really wet and cold. And as I was coming into Inverness, there's a long descent off of some moorland, and I was shaking and shivering. I had double vision, I was seeing two of everything. In fact, I literally had to come down with one eye just to make sure that everything was single vision. I realised I was on the point of almost exhaustion, and I checked in the youth hostel and straight away saw my DHL box. The guy, oh, that's mine, you know, is it okay if I pick up on Sunday? He said, yeah, sure, this is for you as well. I said, no, that's somebody else's. He said, no, somebody dropped this off you half an hour ago. A green plastic bag, had my name on it. There's food in there. So whoever that was, just from the bottom of my heart, just thank you so much. It meant so much to me. Then I had a quick shower, phoned Linda up to tell her I was going straight to bed, and I just went to bed. This was about 9:45, so just had about 6 hours sleep, 6.5 hours. Now I've got some reading glasses on. I've just had a look at this bag that was left for me with my name on at the reception, and there's also a note in it, so this is the first time I'm reading it. I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Hi Andy, I'm one of your YouTube fans, also a fellow Audexer. I've been enjoying your updates. You're doing fantastically well, especially in such typical Audex weather. All the best for tomorrow, David Nash. Give me a shout if I can help him with anything," and he's given me his phone number and his email address. David, I just can't tell you how much that means to me. I'm actually sat here snacking it. I'm actually here snacking the food today. I just didn't have a chance to buy anything last night. Sleep was a priority, so I know the internet gets a lot of bad press, but this is just one of the good sides of it. One of the many good sides of it. 7:15. I'm going to be setting off very shortly. So another day, another spectacular bridge. I'm just about to go across that. You may hear by the traffic I'm on the A9 at the moment. I'll soon be turning off. So today's route, if you imagine Scotland, it's got the west coast, the east coast road up to John O'Groats, and I'm going right up through the middle, up to Tongue. I've done that before several times and it's absolutely spectacular. Greetings from somewhere on the road to Bonar Bridge. I've just climbed up a really long pass. You can tell you're quite high up when there's snow poles up here. The scenery is spectacular. And as you can see, it's a nice day. I'm in shorts. Starting the single track road up to Tongue. This has to be one of the most isolated roads in the UK. Halfway along here is the Craskin. I'll probably stop there and get a coffee. It's like an oasis in the wilderness. Don't know if you can make out in the background by the mountains. Looks like there's a lot of heavy rain up there. But anyway, yeah, the next stop, Tongue, 35 miles time. That's on the flat bit at the top of Scotland. Turn right for John O'Groats, left for Durness, my destination. Oh, how's this for magnificent desolation? Look at this. So I'm at Crask. Very top of Scotland. Straight on would be what's left of the Arctic Circle. Turn right and you'll get to Norway. Just round the corner, about 5 miles as the crow flies, is my destination for the night, Durness. Down there is a sea loch, Loch Eriboll, and the nearest bridge is 10 miles downstream. So it's 10 miles down, 10 miles back up. Long way to get to Durness. I was just reflecting, this time exactly a week ago, Friday night, around about 6 PM, I was in Wetherspoons in Dover, having my lasagna, chips and a pint of Abbott's, surrounded by people who look like they've been in there all afternoon. This is Loch Eriboll. I've got to ride all the way round there to get back just over there. I'm on the Durness side of Loch Eriboll now, so I've ridden all the way round. So I've just got to ride about 8 or 9 miles up there, take a left, I'll get to Durness, my accommodation for the night. It's 8 PM now and I'm on the final approach to Durness. I've just come down that way, few cars parked there. Look at these guys camping. what a place to camp. Going to just head up there and then a drop over the other side into Durness. So even if I don't get to Cape Wrath, I feel I've done an end-to-end by getting to Durness. It was always my get out of jail card, just in case the ferry doesn't run tomorrow or the firing ranges are being used and the public's denied access. So almost nearing the end of my destination. I really want to get to Cape Wrath, but Durness was always a secondary option. So it's now 10 to 10 and I'm at Durness Youth Hostel, and I've just had a meal, had vegetable samosas followed by chicken tikka masala and rice. That really hit the spot, and I'm on my second pint of Puffin Ale, so cheers. It just feels the first normal night since, I think, Thursday, when I sort of got to the Premier Inn at reasonable sort of time and then had a shower and a meal. Ever since then it seemed a bit sort of dreamlike, really. I've enjoyed it, but it's been quite hard. Today, after Lairg, on that road right up through the middle of Scotland to the north coast at Tone, just realised I was on the end-to-end route. I saw so many other cyclists going in both directions, and there's one really nice incident. I was stopping to take a photograph somewhere, and this guy pulled up in a van and he started opening his doors and getting stuff out. He sort of said, "Oh, don't worry about me, I'm just waiting for my boy, he'll be past in a minute." And I was expecting some sort of whippet, you know, like on a £5 racing bike. It wasn't, just like a normal rugby build sort of type player on a 1970s bike in tracksuit and all that, and he sort of powered by, and I just thought, really nice. I kept bumping into them during the day because Dad would keep stopping, and you know, we got chatting after a while, and it was just such a lovely sort of experience to see Dad helping his son out on the end-to-end. And I thought after this, damn it, I wish I'd sort of just given Dad £5 to sort of say, look, buy your son a pint tonight. Now when you finish, just say, have a pint from a fellow end-to-ender, but I just thought of it too late. So anyway, here, once I had my shower, before I came over for my meal, I sort of overheard this lady having a conversation on her mobile phone. She'd just been over to Cape Wrath today, so that sort of reassured. It's going today, so hopefully it'll be sailing tomorrow on a Saturday. The weather forecast looks good, so all going well. I'll finish my end-to-end sometime tomorrow morning or lunchtime or early afternoon, so more about that tomorrow.